going on, Bird? Little throwback unis from the Titans, eh? Don't know. I haven't really looked at them. Tough season for the Titans. A lot of injuries for them.
We've got a good division rivalry coming up here in the AFC. And these two teams have met once already. So they are more than familiar with one another's tendencies. And maybe more importantly, their weaknesses. It's the Texans going up against the Titans. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team.
From what I've seen so far, the draft class in season 1 of this year looks pretty solid.
Today, the curtain falls on the regular season. We've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Now the first carry for Lamar Miller. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And the new boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Osweiler. Going for the deep.
Let's go, Brock. Fine. Let's don't go, Brock.
It's picked off by Bryce McCain. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive in the first.
Brock does not want Will Fuller to shine, apparently.
First drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
What's going on, Bondo? Wrapping up the regular season here in this league. That's what I'm doing at the moment.
So it's 2nd and 9. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target.
Second down, Mario.
That's a shame.
Marlon Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
And you have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Mariota.
There we go. There's Mr. JJ.
J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So on fourth down, the Titans will turn it over to their punter since 2009, and it's Brett Kern. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Where are you going? That's a weird route. Huh, interesting. He takes that much deeper than I thought he would.
He's made the transition outside linebacker, and he's done it quite well.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Oh, let's go. He's gone. He's gone.
Miller, 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of...
What's going on, CJ?
Like that, almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
How does the Texans kick team?
I'm pretty darn good at switch, too.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive forward, not very good. 3 out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Big fat Will Fork. That's a good question. What are his ratings like?
And make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now a second down throw for Mariota.
Oh, tough.
Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Mariota from the gun on third down.
Oof.
He's out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target.
What's his pass rush moves like?
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes the Texans now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Looking for a cutback lane, but not from there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, the Bears lost another game. Bears have been having a great season.
Fire up the defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all.
Yeah, I put him at left outside backer and put him in the dime at defensive end.
Miller, the lone setback. On second down, Osweiler. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. I'd like to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I think you're being overcritical there. He's just analyzing it. He gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete. A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Faking pass. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Surveying the field. Catch made.
Good one. Good one, Braxton Miller.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, Osweiler.
Whoa, that wasn't going. I thought I threw that away. All righty.
Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. From the shotgun, Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about it, they did.
They like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well on the route tree, getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Third down, Osweiler.
Ah, Will Fuller.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got it to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened towards the end.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to the knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And 3 out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Soul searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They got to be on the field more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? You give them another chance. It gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll run and tell you.
Oof, thank goodness no one else was there.
Up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's that's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down following the run.
Ooh. Brought the pain hardcore to the brain.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start.
What's going on, dude?
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On third down, Mario. He gets it to Brown. Complete.
Good play.
Passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
So the offense has it first and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Compression.
First down, Mario. And Matthews over the middle of the ground. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Second down, Mariota. He's got time.
What's going on here? Yes.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him and threw the flag.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
I like to show it once or twice a game, but I never expect anything out of it.
He creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Third down now following the completed pass. Here's Hilliard. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
That could have been a much bigger problem.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defense.
Yeah, off man.
Second level linebackers, third level defensive backs.
Don't want to play that too often.
What we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level play.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Mariota now from the 50. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Crap.
And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup that leads to a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Tackle Clowney.
Over there, he gets it down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
With the former volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
One thing I like about a 3-4 in this game, the subsets are really, really good.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, the Brown. Give him 6 on the play.
The nickel and dime subsets are better than the ones that are in the 4-3.
Long drive, the defense just cannot seem to catch
All right, press man 1 here.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Mariota on 3rd and 2.
There we go, Jonathan Joseph.
3rd down. Justin Hunter, the one he was searching for. That's 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop the ball.
The thing that concerns me about playing the 3-4 more is defense against the counter.
That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run out. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And now out comes Houston. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead, and they're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
They begin with a run by Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one.
Right, exactly. Same here. That's what I observe also.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. That one complete to Anderson. And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the play.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Carry now for Miller. And they'll stop him right on the midfield strike. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, that too.
From midfield now, here's Osweiler. And Miller with it over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver. We asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Yeah, I have.
Osweiler now to throw on third down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds.
God, Brock.
Very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I have a first-round block. Bye.
And you're the defender.
Have I clinched home field throughout? I don't know.
You got to play the ball really.
I know I have a first-round bye.
50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Whoops.
I think he mishit it. Jones on the return.
I didn't mean to do that.
Only 17 yards on the clock. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
Because I don't care. I'm nutty like that. I might take him out in the second half, but I want season goals to get met.
Now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 8 yards on the pickup, and then they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking.
Actually, I'll definitely take him out in the second half.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On the run, this is Hilliard.
Wow.
This out to the 34-yard line. And a nice carry there, 15 yards.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense has felt great about what they have going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They go play action here on
Oh boy. Oh, thank God he missed the middle of the field.
There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans team.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How'd you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
I made a big mistake there and got away with it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a carry here for Hilliard.
Good running. Wow.
There on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create...
That was a really good job by him.
Really well done.
Didn't spam sprint. Kept his poise.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. The pass complete to Justin Hunter. And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy to put right foot in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Fresh set of downs here. So the D-line's going to spread out. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way.
Yeah, that's an instinct you gotta get out of. If he pressed sprint there, he would have been dead.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun.
JJ.
Lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
8 yards still remaining here on 3rd down.
All right, I'm going to trust you, Jonathan Joseph.
On 3rd down.
JJ.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. We don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Blue.
He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The big man, Gerard Casey, in on the stop.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Brought down there. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They'll run with Miller.
Oh, good D.
He's going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. Trying to represent the Sim squad. It ain't easy, boy.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back to Tennessee after this.
Good catch, young fella.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
Wow. Delay in the release.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, where a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
That didn't work.
Morgan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up.
Alrighty, starters out. Good common sense got the better of me. Good old Max Bullock. I'll leave Clowney in. What the hell?
the 30.
Let's go.
The ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a down set. 6 DBs on 3rd.
Oh, good play.
It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Attack here. That is brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Tennessee first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They won't throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Mariota on first down. On the left side, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How can you get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time
All right, come on, backups. Show a little pride out there, please.
Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And power running here down the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A lot of people call a toss a probing play. To see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Defense showing blitz. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Mariota now on second.
Oh, how'd I miss? Wow.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
I swear I pressed triangle.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They begin with a carry for Blue. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Harvey, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm.
Let's see what Mr. Savage can do. How many UFOs he can throw.
Establish yourself as you move forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Shorts on the reception over the middle. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. Right side caught for Dorowitz.
Rumble, rumble, rumble.
Midfield before he's brought down. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And the offense lining up first and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They've come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On first down, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But they sure will still have their value. You can still set up.
Look at them Eagles.
You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Savage now. Looking for strong.
Yeah, that was tempting fate a little bit.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
But it was stopped on that play. We had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Let's come after it a little bit here.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Second down, Mariota. And Matthews over the middle of the ground.
Okay. I can get rid of that quick at least.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On first and 10, here's Mariota.
Yes. Letting those happen for me in my favor.
Only a yard, and it's a second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together. together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up.
What's going on, BJ?
Situation. They'll lead to 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Keen dent. That's not a bad idea at all, Sidman.
You see it all over the place, but what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Not a bad idea at all.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come out with one back and three tight ends. They give it to him right up the gut. Muscles him off.
Oh, got a tackle, gentlemen.
It's a good gain of 11, sends him up first and goal.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. Three tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give him even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
To throw Mariota. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Justin Hunter with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing.
Wow.
Suck up for the extra point.
It's not a bad year for Mr. Hunter.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Feel it about a yard deep. And with a new rule, a decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now out comes Houston. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need that no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last.
Oh, I got fortunate there. I was kind of hoping that the defender would be screened by that block.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Here's Savage. From the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up.
There we go. Getting a little bit of a rhythm back.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to run big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again.
Yeah, he's a fun little guy to use. What I would like is a little bit of a wildcat set to use him as a wildcat quarterback here and there.
This is the running back. Boom. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The catch made by Miller. And he's got half the first down at about the 38. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not?
You know, Mr. Savage ain't doing half bad out there.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone.
Yeah, I don't think the rules will permit that.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go again with blue.
But a bit of a heavy package, like a Panther heavy package with him playing QB, I'd love to do that.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in hell.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his
Yeah, it rules.
put up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Savage now. Gets it to Strong.
Ouch, leg spike.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see.
Who got injured?
Week of the year. We'll be back.
One of mine or one of his? Ooh, good block shot. Is that Casey?
He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that.
Ah.
But this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Yeah, compressed hits are hard to deal with. Yeah, okay. That shotgun counter wasn't disgusting. Ah, Mr. Searcy, broken ribs.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere, put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
That's the defensive back of the game here on 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here.
Ah, you pieces of garbage.
He goes down. Al Woods with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick here is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. That does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you'd love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front. But then you take one look across the field and see that offense.
Yes, that's really all you can. That's really what you have to do, and hope that they either force it and don't recognize what you did, or they hold it and you get a sack.
Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Like doing stuff like this. Like manning up the slot there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And it gets to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That's the kind of stuff you got to do against compressed sets when you're facing.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. 3rd and 1 here for Mariota. He sets to fire. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Backups.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Mix it up.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot.
That's the best way to do it. Just constantly mix it up. Sometimes make it a slot corner. Sometimes make it a safety and replace the safety with the slot corner zone. Like, you know, let's say you've been manning up the slot corner a lot. Switch it up and say man up the safety, and then replace the safety zone by hot routing the slot corner into a blue zone.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense...
Or sometimes cross them, like have the slot corner on the left, hot route to the guy on the right, and the slot corner on the right to the guy on the left. Just constantly switch it up.
Remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They start the drive with a give to Blue. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
2nd down following the run.
Block him. Good boy.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They come up in an offset eye. On first again, they go with Urban. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
3 yards to go here on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
I could have waited longer. I rushed that. I could have waited for more separation there.
It's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. You're right. Hasn't been a better game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Here's Savage.
Just don't fumble, Braxton, and don't get hurt either. Oh, please be minor.
Oh, now Miller's slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground.
Well, the good thing is I have Jalen Strong, who's basically the same exact player as him. But I'd rather have him since I've built him up better. You never know with Madden. The injury animation doesn't really mean all that much.
It's a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well. And they pick up big yardage.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
What do I have here?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's called My Name is Tom Savage, and I can't lead passes inside with him.
Titans getting set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time.
Dislocated elbow. Will not be able to return for this game. He'll be fine. I'll get him back. I hope.
They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. And they'll try the ground game here with a running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding.
Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Mariota now on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Yay! Split the difference and hope you're right.
They made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, At least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Texans will roll another timeout. That's going to leave
It's a funky formation. I like that.
here in this 4th quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
It's a nice one. I like it.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Let's go.
It's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And
Mr. Reader showing some stuff.
it's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And the offense behind the chains
Might be
here.
replacing Mr. Wilfork next season.
And they'll run it here. You can't bring him down.
Clowney is such a good run defender. He's really, really good at that.
Leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down.
Ooh, good play.
Bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Here's Brett Kern now.
Alrighty, come on, Tommy Savage.
So far. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Will they make up for it? He's back to throw. He's got a man.
Let's go, Will Fuller.
He takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game,
Good route, too.
Sometimes you have to go and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
No, I don't believe you're blitzing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Oh, you were. Lucky I had base called.
15 yards.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the 2nd level, the linebackers, or the 3rd level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there.
Oh, release the ball!
He's taken down. Gerard Casey in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And now they're in the hurry up.
Why isn't he throwing the football?
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And some second down.
Throw the damn ball.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime.
I don't think I got enough on it. Nope, short.
This kick is not
Oh well.
get there. It's short and no good. But that would have been something if he could have saved him from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They need a little more time and a little more yardage to give him a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf.
All right, so I finished the regular season 12-4. I don't really think this hurts me as far as that goes, as far as seeding is concerned. I'll just have to take a quick peek at the standings.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
Alrighty, let's look at some stats. No touchdown passes this game. Lamar Miller with another touchdown. Hopkins without a catch, but who cares? I definitely didn't want him getting hurt. J.J. Watt with 2 sacks, 4 tackles and a tackle for a loss. Merciless with a sack. McKinney. Kevin Johnson, he's developing really nicely. Okay, let's go right to injury status, shall we? Oh, that hurts. Luckily, I still have Jalen Strong, though. That's the only thing that saves me from being completely bummed out. Like Jalen Strong and Braxton Miller are basically the same guy. 83 route running, 86 catch, 88 catch in traffic, 91 speed. No, he's not bad at all. 84, 84, 82, 84. They're the same guy. Strong is just slightly slower. So I don't really miss much. And I have all reliable Cecil shorts as well, so I can withstand that. Let's go to standings. One, two, three, four, five, six. I still think I'll get the #1 overall seed. Yeah, I win the division tiebreaker. 5-1 to 3-3. So I'll get #1. Look at some stats. I didn't do too bad with Brock Osweiler. 30 TDs to 16 INTs. It's not terrible. Lamar Miller was a beast. 1,600 yards. Nearly 6 yards per pop. 14 TDs. DeAndre Hopkins, beast. Will Fuller, good season. This guy was good. Braxton Miller, you see what he did here? So, it's pretty potent offensively. Poor offensive linemen, they get no love in the stats. Cush, 93 total tackles, 16 for a loss, 3 INTs. 3 forced fumbles, 4 fumble recoveries. That's a hell of a season. And a touchdown. That's a hell of a year. Clowney played well. J.J. Watt had 15 tackles for loss in 10 games. He missed the first 4 games of the season. Still had 9.5 sacks. And 4 forced fumbles in 12 games. He's just a monster. Alrighty, so that is that. I have another league game earlier in about an hour or so, so I'll be back on the bit. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll talk to you all later. Peace.